Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our channel. My name is Dawn.
And my name is #MoreMike.
And this channel is Dawn Does Keto. This channel is basically about our accountability and following us on our ketogenic lifestyle. We're having dinner right now. Mike just pulled some steaks off the Blackstone. I have some stuffed mushrooms and he has green beans with his. This is giving me like a dinner with Dawn vibe.
I mean, that's old school. It's meals with Mike now.
Oh, whatever. So we're going to have dinner and just kind of talk about our week.
We also have some Primal Kitchen steak sauce that we're going to use to dip because we like it.
So if you've been around for a while, like back since my channel started, I used to do a segment called Struggles and Successes, where I would talk about any struggles
and successes.
Right, I had during the week, successes I had during the week. So I thought maybe we'd kind of approach it from that.
Well, I think the reason we stopped that, or you stopped that, was because we no longer struggle.
Right.
We've conquered all. We can't do any better.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, clearly that's not. But no, that's a great way to start.
So I would say overall, the week went really well. We did a lot of meal prepping, things that we could cook that would last for a day or so. And actually, real quick, I'm going to insert here clips of some of the food that I made for the week. Today's meal prep is beef and noodles. I've shown you guys this recipe before, but in case you're new here, you just put a roast in the crock pot with your spices. I do salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic, and a stick of butter. And then I add beef bone broth to cover the meat, and then I'll add in the noodles and the keto chow beef soup base, which makes like a gravy later. I'll show that to you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this up. And I'll let that cook for 6 to 8 hours until the meat starts falling apart. So this is the final product. It's the Egg Life wrap noodles. We got a gravy in here, which is keto chow with the broth and then the meat. And this is a huge pot, so this should help Mike and I not having to cook every day. This is something that we'll be able to eat for 2 days, possibly 3, if it's just the 2 of us eating it. And I'm looking forward to this. It's delicious. I just received our order from Porking Good that we placed for the new year. They had a big sale, so we got a big box of pork rinds. 3 flavors that we like the most are the salted butter, the white cheddar, and the nacho cheddar. So that's what is in this entire box. I got 2 big bags of the nacho cheddar because that's how they sold it. These are 7-ounce bags. And then I had to get all small bags of the salted butter and white cheddar. Those are 1.7-ounce bags. So Mike will be excited. He's been asking me, when are those coming in? When are those coming in? When are they coming in? Well, here they are. Okay guys, with staying with the foods that are easy for us to make or things that will stretch and last for several days so that we're not cooking every single day, I found a recipe, a reel online for a casserole. Sorry if you can hear my air fryer going in the background. I got bacon cooking. It's a casserole chicken, garlic parmesan chicken. They cooked it in the oven. I'm going to do it in the crock pot because that's easier for me. So I'm going to show you, I got the chicken going, and then I'm going to make the sauce, and I'm also going to add bacon to mine, the reason the bacon is cooking. I'm going to chop up bacon and put that in as well. So I'll show that to you here real quick. Here is the chicken in the crock pot. It's already getting hot, but I have boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins in here. I put salt, pepper, garlic, because it is called garlic parmesan chicken, and onion powder. And then I will show you the sauce that I'm going to make that I will actually just mix in here about an hour or so before the chicken's ready, because I want the chicken to be cooking and falling apart before I add the sauce in. Okay, so for the sauce part of this, there's just 1 brick of softened cream cheese already in my bowl. I'm going to add a cup of sour cream. I'm going to add about a cup of mozzarella. I'm not going to measure that because it's not that big of a deal. And a cup of Parmesan, approximately. There's my air fryer's done. I'm going to add in some Italian seasoning, and I'm just going to give this a good mix everything up. It's going to be thick, but once it gets into the crock pot and it melts and it mixes with the juice from the chicken, it will be like a cream sauce. And I just soften the cream cheese to make it easier to mix together. Everything will melt once it's in the crock pot. So I have added 1 package of bacon, minus maybe a piece or two. And I'm just gonna fold that in with this. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because once it gets in and melts in the crock pot, we'll be mixing it up more. But that's it. I'm just gonna cover this, set it aside, probably just stick it in the refrigerator. And when I get home, I'm gonna shred up the chicken and then add this to it. So I just went in to kind of stir up my chicken and see how it's doing. And because this is lean meat, I mean, if you're using like thighs or something, it's going to have more fat. This doesn't have a lot of fat or a lot of juice in it. So I'm going to go ahead and just take some chicken bone broth and add maybe about a cup of this to it, just so that it has some juices in there. Here we are later in the day, and the chicken has been cooking and it is basically all shredded up. So I'm going to add the sauce that I made earlier. I just dumped it on top and I'll mix it in and you guys can see what that looks like. Here is what we have. As you can see, it now has more of like a cream sauce to it. And I'm gonna let this cook for about another hour, and we are gonna serve this over green beans. So I'll show it to you once we get it all plated up. So here we go, guys. We just put that garlic, chicken, bacon, Parmesan mixture right over some green beans. It's Sunday afternoon and Mike and I are going to be eating some more of like the cream chicken that I showed you guys in the crock pot, but we have some of this full green riced cauliflower with carrots and peas in it. If you look at the ingredients, it's just cauliflower, carrots, peas, salt, parsley, spice. We're gonna have the cream chicken over this today.
It was our first week getting back on plan and scheduling dinner every day and planning out what we were going to eat instead of just flying by the seat of our pants.
Right.
Because we both find that if we don't do that, we struggle more.
Yeah.
And so because of our schedules, work schedules, and both of us dashing in the evenings, we really have to be very, very intentional, yes, about how we eat, what we eat, and when we eat. And so scheduling has become a big thing. And I know for me that's huge, because if I know what we're doing, then my mind doesn't start to wander like, I'm too tired, let's just do something that's not, healthy, or let's do something that's not on point or on keto.
Well, so even tonight, it is almost 8 o'clock and we're just now sitting down to
yeah,
eat.
I mean, so if I had to pick between eating healthy but eating late, I would rather do that than eat early but eat something that's not good for us because we were too lazy or we didn't plan ahead.
So I think for me, that was a big success this week. The other thing that was a success for me personally was, we talked about this in our last video, is that I was struggling with drinking more pop than I had been. Ever since basically the holidays. I was drinking more Diet Dr. Pepper than normal, and this week I had one. So that was a huge change. I still had one, but I wasn't drinking it every day like I was before. So that in itself was a success as well.
And again, it's not unsuccessful if you have a pop.
Right.
Providing that you drink appropriately, and because we don't want to shame anybody like that, because
No, but I just don't feel optimal when I'm drinking pop all the time. It's not that that's not okay.
No, right.
It's just,
I agree with you.
For me, it doesn't make me feel great when I'm drinking a lot of it. So this week, just cutting back and going down to one. So speaking of drinks, I have the Stoked Mango Salty electrolyte drink is what I'm having tonight.
And I just have my flavored water. I tend to add a little bit more flavor to it so it really becomes more like an orange drink. And I drink the electrolytes a lot. I drink that pretty much primarily now. I just wanted to change this up because it was a little quicker.
As a matter of fact, I was thinking about today we probably need to put in an order and get some more because we only have a few left.
Pop has been one of my downfalls. It's one of my struggles. We don't have any pop in the house now, so I don't drink it. If we do go out, I will have one. But I've gotten to the point now where I can tolerate more than ever before Diet or the zeros. I think that will help me when I do decide to have one, if I can get myself to order like a Coke Zero or a whatever.
Right.
But
because
that way,
Mike is what we've always called keto flexible. He doesn't do keto for weight loss, really. He does it more for how he feels. And because of that, when we go out, he would drink regular pop because that's what he likes. And so he's becoming more adapt to like the diet sodas. And
if
stuff.
we do,
which again, we're not saying those are great for you.
No, but I mean, you have to.
It's still a better option.
It's a better option, and you have to do what works for you.
Right.
That's a better option for me. Now, I'm talking about, you just mentioned about how feeling better. We have been on track now for roughly 2 weeks after the holidays. Last week being the second week and being much more successful. The week before, we kind of hem-hauled our way around it and kind of got back into the swing of things, and then we really hit last week. Today, I noticed for the first time, really since before Thanksgiving, I really feel much better. The swelling, the inflammation has reduced and almost gone away completely. I found myself with more pep in my step going up and down stairs. It just once again shows you the importance of eating healthy. It's not all about just weight loss. It's about feeling better. And I just can't tell you. I mean,
being said, we did have some struggles. We were not perfect this week. We did go out with some friends this weekend, and when we went out, we did not eat clean.
Right.
So that was definitely a struggle. But on the flip side, Sunday, we were right back on track. Sunday, we were home all day. We were working around the house, getting things done. We had leftovers, so we ate that on Sunday. And then yesterday, we ate on plan. As a matter of fact, we were supposed to have a salad with this meal, but Mike's been eating salad the last couple of days, so we didn't have any salad mix left.
We buy the, hearts of romaine or whatever?
It's romaine lettuce,
The romaine lettuce. She cuts all that up, big giant bowl full of it. I ate the whole thing.
He ate it all.
In 2 or 3 sittings, I don't know.
2 days, because I did that on Sunday night.
Yeah, well, and today for lunch, of course, with that, I had a cup of V8 juice that I like to warm up. It's just like having tomato soup, and that was what I had for lunch. And that's one of my favorite lunches because it fills me up, and it tastes good, and it's very light. We're talking struggles and successes, so we talked a little bit about our successes and a couple little struggles, but we're out of the holidays now. We're back into, regular routine and all that kind of stuff. And one of our regular routines is going out to dinner with friends and family. It is a very important part of our life because A, as we've told you before, we're social. We like to do things like that. And B, we have a lot of friends in, couples.
We're very blessed.
We are, tremendously. And we want to stay in touch with those people. And so the best way to do that, we found, is to go out to dinner. You get one-on-one time, you get to catch up, see what's going on. That's where one of our other struggles will be, is just trying to make sure that when we do that, we have a good week leading up to it. And then when we actually go out to dinner, we make sure that we're eating as best we can under the circumstances. So we don't go hog wild, but we do enjoy it. Because I have found over the course of the last 2 years, if you go one extreme or the other, it's not sustainable. If you go too far to the keto side, you can lose interest. I can't, because you're eating a lot of the same things, and it makes for a very mundane dining experience, whether you're in or out.
And everybody's different. Some people, they have to stay clean keto because I'm telling you guys, it's hard. If you're not clean, it makes it easier to eat things that are off plan. You start to crave things that are off plan. And there are a lot of people who are abstainers. If they eat one thing that's off plan, they just can be completely derailed.
And I understand that. I do.
So everybody is completely different. Again, Mike is more flexible than I am, just in general, because, again, he is not doing it necessarily for any kind of weight loss where I still would like to lose weight.
But don't take that being flexible like I'm stronger willed. I'm telling you right now, and you know this, pop is one of my weaknesses, but if I'm constantly being bombarded with stuff that's unhealthy, pizza.
Mostly that would be at work, though.
Right. Donuts. I mean, these are things that pop up at work all the time, and it's a huge struggle for me. And I don't always win those battles. I just don't. But I can also rebound from those setbacks a lot quicker than
I can.
Like you can, right.
So that's it, guys. We just wanted to pop on here real quick, let you know how our week was going. We didn't want to go weeks and weeks again without putting out a video like we did before.
We're going to try and get more consistent as we go forward.
Right.
So,
this weekend coming up is going to be hard. It is our granddaughter's birthday on Sunday, and then we are going out of town Tuesday and Wednesday for her birthday. So they're having a small little get-together Sunday for her. Then she's coming to stay with us. So we'll have her all day, so we won't be recording anything. And then we leave Tuesday and won't get home till late Wednesday. So I don't really anticipate anything for next week, to be honest. But we are definitely trying our best as part of our New Year, I don't want to say resolution,
Reset.
but goals, is to stay in better touch, put more videos out. I am working on a Keto Ohio meetup that is going to take place on March 16th.
We got a date.
Yes, we have a date. We have a venue. So if you live in the Ohio area, we have people that come from Indiana, people who come from Kentucky, Ohio, of course. But if you live within driving distance of Central Ohio, it's in roughly the Columbus area. Please feel free to send me an email and I will make sure that you have that information. It is dawndoesketo@gmail.com and I will make sure you get that.
We had a great turnout last year. And don't get me wrong, I'm not looking to build this up to comparable sizes to
conference
KPL.
or something, yeah.
But I mean, I would love to see the same number of people or a few more and some new people. We'd like to meet some new people.
We just love getting to see you guys in person. And speaking of KPL, obviously the link for the hotel has gone up. We have our reservations for our hotel room. So if you're going to be at KPL, I've gotten a couple new people that have reached out that haven't gone to KPL before that are going to be there this year. JJ said he's going. We're super excited to meet him because we've never met him in person. And JJ has been a subscriber of my channel since basically day one. And we've never got to meet him in person. So he's going to be at KPL. Tony and Les messaged me today and said that they were going to be at KPL. We've met them obviously before when we were in Utah.
They aren't a drive away. I'll tell you that right now.
No, they're coming from Arizona.
Yeah.
But this is their first KPL. They haven't gone to KPL before.
Yeah.
The tickets go on sale tomorrow. So actually, I think when you see this video, it might just be early bird tickets for people who have gone before that go on sale tomorrow. But they are going on sale very, very soon. We just want to see you guys at these events. This is one of the things that we love best about this community is actually getting to see people in person, talk, give you a big hug. We just love it. So
no, yeah, and we've been to several events over the last 2 years, so we've got to meet a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anybody that we have met that we didn't like.
Oh no,
you know what I mean? And I don't mean to say I don't like that person.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, you're right. Possibly.
No, we love Chris and Miriam. They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He was just the first person that popped into my head.
Well,
he
comes across that way, doesn't he?
That I could say something about that wouldn't, take it personally. But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and we are going to do our best to stay in touch with you guys, and we will see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. Hit that bell notification button. That way, when we do put out another video, you will be alerted to it. You guys have a great day.
Great evening.
Well, by the time they see it, it'll be day.
Oh, okay.
Probably. It depends on when you're watching the video.
Or night, or afternoon, or brunch.
Right.
Or late breakfast, or early dinner. Either way, have a great one.
Bye, guys.